fries.
Fries.
What are we doing, Daddy? What is happening this weekend?
The 15th year and about 4-month anniversary.
Yeah. Took us.
Trip.
Yep. We're a little behind on our anniversary trip. We take one every year, thankfully. And this year we were finishing up the house.
Yep.
Right around that time. We just didn't have it in us to take off, and we didn't have the time.
No.
To take off and take our trip. So here we are. It's almost March.
Yep. And finally got rid of them heathens.
The kids go and stay with my sister, and she has, my niece and nephew are close to the kids' age, and they love to hang out with them. They live about an hour or so away from the kids, so they don't get to see them as often as they, it's not that far, but we just don't see them every day like they would like. So they love to go and stay with them while we go on our trip. So it's nice that we know our kids are safe and taken care of and having a good time. Makes it easier for us to have a good time.
Yep.
But right now, it's a little after lunchtime. We're going to run in here to Costco.
First thing on the anniversary agenda is go to Costco.
It usually is. Stuff like
Hashtag
that.
old.
It's so fun though, isn't it? And these trips are nice because we don't really have to get anything. We're just going in for coffee, and we can just kind of stroll around and not have to fight all the crazy. But we're going to run in here to Costco, and we thought we would film bits and pieces of our little trip for you guys and for us. So that's it.
That would be home. You don't
It
forget
would
the big
be.
outdoors home.
Yeah. Or gloves that we can lose. Just have the right hand. Not stroll through Costco.
You can't stroll.
You can't. You'll get ran over. Everybody's got to get in there and get their fruits and.
I'm getting over anyway. I got loose.
Yeah. Anyway, so now I don't know what we're doing. We can't check into our little rental until 4. And it is 10 to 1, so we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. So, some of it. So we got a bit of a drive now to get to where we're staying. So I thought we could do a little question and answer fun for couples. I just Googled it, questions for couples on their anniversary. So we're gonna do that. This truck didn't come over on us. The first question is, I don't be able to answer them. The first one is, no, it's not like that. I won't ask any risky questions. What was your first impression of each other? And that's hard because I don't remember the first time I saw you. Because we we're in the same, either at the same school or sports or something like that. So I don't know if I can answer that one.
She don't remember this. Or claims she don't.
I would say, I promise.
Her 6th grade year and my first 6th grade year.
Okay, I don't know what I recorded on the last one, but the first question is, what's your first impression of each other? What was your first impression? And Brance is telling us a little story.
Says she don't remember this. She chooses not to remember, I don't know. But her 6th grade year and my first 6th grade year, they had a little, I don't know, dance or...
Like a sock hop,
Sock
is what they would
hop.
call it.
Yeah, I think it might have been like a Valentine's Day thing.
Might have been more formal.
And somehow or another, me and her got, I don't know.
Somebody dared us to. Go ahead.
Somebody had to dare you to. We went to the dance together, aka we danced one time at arms full length. And she had on a yellow top Rich's outfit.
I was styling in the 6th grade. Or was I in 7th grade?
He was in 6th grade.
Okay.
I was in the initial 6th grade.
When we should have stayed in the same grade level, but you stayed back.
I had too much fun. First 6th grade year, I had to try it again.
He didn't fail academically. His mother held him back, correct?
I didn't excel academically. I was at that.
Okay. On the first impression, I'll tell you when I did start paying attention, but you already know this. Over the summer of my sophomore year, I think, going into my sophomore year, going into my junior year, yeah. I don't know what it was. I'm assuming maybe the Lord at that point, but I wasn't like praying about it or anything. I hadn't made it to that point in my life yet. So anyways, I just thought, all of a sudden it popped into my head, well, what about that Brant Steiner? And all of a sudden I started thinking about Brant's in a different way. I mean, I knew who he was, but I didn't really consider that option.
The spring before that, we were both doing track, and Elise, I high jumped and ran and everything else, but she high jumped too, so we high jumped together, so we were talked a lot during that, aggravated the hound out of each other.
That was before I started thinking about you romantically, correct? That was freshman, sophomore.
That was yours, end of your sophomore year.
Yeah, okay. I do remember that. Yeah. I guess that's where it came from then, that thought. And I went back to school the next year, and I remember, I don't know, it was like the first or second day, I was like trying to find him to see what he looked like. And all I remember was a white t-shirt, but I just
let down probably.
I remember thinking, yep, that is the prettiest boy I have ever seen. And
eyes are bad.
I've got contacts. All of my vision has been corrected. He was beautiful, and he still is. And that's how that got started. Okay, next question. If you could relive any moment from our relationship, what would it be?
The year we took, it was about a year we took a little hiatus.
Yeah.
I'd relive that and not take a little hiatus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we made a few mistakes when we were younger, and of course hindsight's 20/20, but looking back now, we would have not done those things. Obviously there's lots of things people have. Oh, this piece of gray hair's going everywhere. People have regrets and all that stuff, but we also say that we probably would have got married sooner too. But were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I should have got married as soon as we turned 18, I guess.
That's the way I feel about it. But when you're in that moment, I mean, you're
I was still in high school.
Brant's was still in high school. I wish he wouldn't have done that second 6th grade year, because we could have graduated together, and I still don't know if we would have gotten married. I think things had to go the way they went for a reason. But looking back, we would have skipped that little break time we took, and we would have just gotten married straight out of high school, and probably had a kid the next year. But I can't say that there's something I would want to relive, because it feels like, not that it wasn't good, but it feels like it just gets better with time, our relationship, our marriage in general. So I don't know, it would be cool to go back and relive all of it, just so you could have that time again. But anyways, next question. The most surprising thing that you learned about me. I didn't read that. Surprising thing you've learned about each other. That's a toughie when you've been together half your life. I don't know if this exactly addresses the question, but I have been, I wouldn't say surprised, but it has been nice to watch Brant's mature and grow up and turn into this man that is the best husband and the best dad. Because I knew him when he was a kid, when he was 17, and now I know him at almost 38, and that change is surprising, but not really. I mean, it's just what you gradually see happen with a person. But I can just say that it's been really cool to watch Brant turn into who he is. I loved him in the beginning, but to change with somebody and then love them through those changes is just a cool thing. You just grow up together. But I don't know if Brant has a like the most surprising thing about me. I don't know.
I was pleasantly surprised at her cooking skills. Trying to kiss up and nothing like that, but I don't know how many.
I don't think I was real good right off the bat. Didn't have that he'll don't you?
That one hiccup.
I know he's gonna tell you it's about this one. You probably did last anniversary too.
Try garlic gravy in the morning.
Jeez. I made him some.
For that matter.
No, I made him some breakfast gravy, and for some reason I wanted to make it. I don't know. I was thinking like a steak gravy, and made it savory and put garlic in it for some reason. It was not pleasant.
Talking about waking you up.
I just really don't understand the thinking behind that. But anyways, next question. I get you yawning every time. What's the most adventurous thing we've done together? I can tell you mine right off the bat. Anything, whatever pops into your head is the most adventurous thing.
Having 3 kids.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That first kid and then the 2 after that. Yeah, that's an adventure. And that might be why we don't want to go anywhere else. We've had enough adventure. And I guess an adventurous thing about our kids is they like to be born early. And we found that out with Zeke. He came, 3 weeks? 3 weeks early. If my due date was right, he was still 8 pounds. So I don't know how accurate my due date was, but if it was, he was 3 weeks early and would have been a big old baby if I would have went for 40 weeks. And then Boone, they warned us with him that he would probably come sooner. And not only did he come at 36 weeks, he was born very quickly.
They said, I think from the time she started going into labor with Zeke, she said, like I said, I think it was 6 hours. I think she started going into labor at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, at home.
And he was born at 8:56 that morning. And, which is, I'm assuming fairly quick. Just consider some women labor for hours and hours and hours. But they said, well, your next one, if you plan on having any more, will come about half that time.
Yeah.
That's a whole deal in itself there.
Yeah.
Because with Boone, of course, she wasn't expecting to go into labor because she was a month early, according to the due dates. And we live an hour away from
From the hospital.
From the hospital that she had had all 3 of them. And she went into labor at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And she wanted to take a shower and she wanted to do her makeup. I didn't want to deliver her baby in the vehicle.
And he wasn't wrong. I knew how I was feeling, and I knew how I was progressing, and I needed him to calm down. But at the same time, once we got to the hospital, they okay, I went the day before, right, and signed, like, done all the registering at the hospital and telling them what I wanted and all this stuff, and they didn't even have that in the system because I went into labor basically that next morning, sort of that night, and I was telling them all this. See, I wanted to try to have Boone without pain medicine, and they didn't have any of that in the system, so they were like,
We gotta hurry up and get you epidural. We gotta hurry up and do this.
yeah, and I was like, no epidural, no epidural.
Meanwhile, she's having contractions.
Yeah.
And the first doctor was absolutely right because they said the second one coming half the time. Zeke took 6 hours. She went into labor at 12 and Boone was born by 3.
Yeah.
So it took him 3 hours.
And it didn't feel like that. Of course, you got to consider an hour that was the drive. And once we got, well, maybe an hour. I don't think we got there, and I think it was more like 30 minutes.
Zeke, of course we had Zeke. And
Yeah.
we had to drop him off at her mom and dad's. And as soon as we pulled in their parking lot, their driveway, she got out trying to tell her mom and dad, tell me to calm down.
I said, Jens are going to have to calm him down. He is freaking me out.
Because, like I say, I didn't want to deliver him in the vehicle. We finally dropped Zeke off
And he had his little PJs on, you remember? Because he came to the hospital in them.
through the town. We went about 80 miles an
A
hour.
little too fast, but it's a good thing because that baby came quick, and I'm extremely thankful for that, because if I had to labor and labor and labor without an epidural, I don't think I could have done it, because that was intense.
I don't think you would have had time to get an epidural if you had one.
I don't think so. And then Finny, she came early, but that was kind of by our choice because I was having some issues with her. She was breech and we were losing fluid. Yeah. So she was born C-section at 36 weeks too. But anyways, that's our most adventurous thing together, I think.
With Finn, that was a long answer to a question.
Oh, it's fun.
We went for a well checkup, whatever they're called, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Day before Thanksgiving. Thinking we just going, I guess I got time off from work, whatever, for Thanksgiving. Maybe took off a day early, whatever, to go to the doctor. And I thought we were just going to have a good well check, ease into a Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, she was a month from her due date, so we was thinking more along the lines of a Christmas baby. And then said that she was low on amniotic fluid, so we'll schedule a C-section for Monday.
That next Monday after Thanksgiving.
Which is 5 days away or so. Like, okay. And on our way home,
I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wait.
called them, I think, on our way home.
Yeah.
See if we can schedule it for Friday.
Sure enough, that's what we did.
Yeah. We knew sometime or another she was going to be close to a Thanksgiving Day baby. I think it was this year.
Yeah, it was.
Her 10th birthday. Her birthday was on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep. I remember,
That's all I got.
Yep. I remember one thing, the doctor came in, because it was like we had made the decision to have her 5 days sooner than what the doctor said. They wanted her to stay in there as long as she could, obviously, and the doctor came in and said, now you got to remember, this is going to be a 36-week baby. Like, you know, there could be something could happen, or she could maybe be really small or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I know, because I'd had Boone at 36 weeks, and he was a little baby, but not I mean, not tiny by any means, not like a really premature baby. He was 6 pounds, and I can't remember. Finn ended up being 6 pounds and some ounces, but she was a little bit bigger than him, so that was kind of funny. But anyways, next question. I'm curious to see what Brant thinks. It's not bad. What is your secret to a happy marriage? Is there a secret?
Happy wife, happy life.
I knew he was going to say that. But really, I think it's happy both. You can't have one happy person and not the other.
When we were just courting, I was really hunting and fishing a lot, and I always thought that she took second place to hunting and fishing.
Because I
third
did.
place is.
I did.
And I guess this is, I don't know if it's more towards the men or toward the women, but I guess it gets better for both when you get married, because or courting, we wasn't living together somewhat. I stayed at her house real late of a night, just dating. But I guess when you're married and living together, you do have more time together. Therefore, the hunting and fishing trips, or whatever your hobbies are, don't seem as time consuming, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess women or men, I guess too. I don't know if the other one is, you think spending too much time hunting and fishing to be your husband. Think about it as if you're married, and if you live together, it's probably not as much as you think.
Yeah. But I gotta speak for the women out there. In general, we're the ones who are taking care of the babies and making sure everybody has everything they need and that sort of thing. And if your husband is off somewhere gallivanting around,
Trying to put food on the table.
it can be a little source of contention there. And I think that that's something that has changed as Brant has gotten older and he's understood more. And I've understood it's fine for him to do the things that makes him happy, but at the same time, there's responsibilities at home that need to be taken care of before whatever that hobby is.
And it becomes a lot easier too when you start taking the kids fishing with you.
Yeah, whatever the hobby is. But that kind of leads into my answer to this. I think that, well, I know God made men and women, husband and wife. They are totally opposite, and for the most part, their opinions are totally opposite about things. But what you have to come to a understanding of is what makes him happy and what's important to him might not be what's important to you, but it becomes important to you because it's important to him, if that makes any sense. Like Brant might think whatever it is I need in that moment, or whatever I'm thinking about might be just ridiculous. But to understand, it doesn't matter if it's ridiculous to me, it's not to that other person. So you kind of got to be sensitive to that and understand that you might have to make some sacrifices for that. Yeah?
Yep.
For that other person. You're not saying anything, but I know Brant's has changed in that area as well. Like, it's not all about you, and if you understand that it's a sacrificial thing, and that, I feel like that just comes with age, because I think that when we're young we are selfish. We're still selfish, we always will be, but as you grow up, I don't know, it's about that other person. So if Brant is always thinking about my happiness and I'm always thinking about his, it can work out a whole lot better. That's my 2 cents. And you can't do it without the Lord. I feel like we've tried that multiple times, and I'm always like, we've not even prayed about this thing that we're having an issue with. We can't do it without him. So it's my 2 cents or 50 cents or whatever it is. This one, excuse me, the last one, because it's going to be a lot of us talking in this video. We'll try to both answer this, but what personality trait does your spouse have that complements you in some way? And by compliment, I mean works together, meshes well. I gotta think. I already know. Do you know your answer? I can say mine. Okay, go ahead, say your answer.
I am fairly easygoing, I guess. Don't like when I go out to eat. I don't want to say we're going here. And
Except for today with Sonic, but whatever. Go ahead.
she is more of a decision maker and stuff like that. So that meshes well. What don't mesh well is when our oldest son Zeke is just like me, and it's just me and him together. Like there's been a couple basketball games this year where Boone's been sick or something like that, and Elise stayed home with him, and it's just been me and Zeke. Zeke, where you gonna go to eat? Zeke, where you gonna go to eat? I don't care. Up to you. That's my line for Elise. So I have to end up threatening to take him home without eating for him to pick a restaurant to eat at.
Is that what I need to do to you?
No,
Threaten to take you home?
no, I'm always driving.
Yeah, that is true. Although I wish Brance would make more of the decisions, and sometimes I've been like, just take this decision off of me. I don't want this one. I was gonna say that and it's something I'm working on right now, currently. I'm a overthinker, anxious. I'll send somebody a text and worry that it might come out the wrong way or they might interpret it wrong. And Brance is the...
Give 2 flips if it rubs them wrong or not.
What now?
Don't give 2 flips if it rubs them wrong.
Yeah, he's like, you know what you meant. You weren't trying to hurt anybody. What are we doing? Why are we going to Bass Pro Shop?
What? I took the wrong.
Guess we're going to Bass Pro Shops. And Brance is like this lighthearted. He is easygoing for the most part. It depends on the subject matter. We can both be hard-headed, but that's where that, hey, what's important to you is important to me because we love each other. But anyways, we're gonna go in here to the Bass Pro and spend some time.
Maybe a little bit of money. Hopefully not much.
Do you have something you're looking for?
Not in particular. But we got an hour and 2.5 hours before we can check in.
Yeah. He's over here looking at this boat like we'd actually.
What is that? I can pull the trigger.
Live the life you love in a timeless Western look.
No, we gotta finish the house first.
For women. Now,
Got this little sampler from Costco. Just came out of Bass Pro Shops. All we got was fishing line and gum. Brent said he's not sure what he needs right now. And he'll find out when he goes fishing for the first time what all he's missing. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna get some coffee now and try out one of these little... Let's see what we got. One of those kind of looks like a chest bar. It doesn't say. Good. Okay, I'll try this one then. I do want to try that one. Hang on a second. day 2. And we are headed out at,
Almost 3. What, 3 o'clock?
I don't know, about 3 o'clock. We just been laying around.
When you broke and tired, you just
You sleep?
lay around and sleep. Catch up on the rest. We had leftovers from last night for lunch.
We didn't have breakfast. I think Brent's gonna make it out. I don't know what we're gonna do. Might try to find some shoes. And I'd like to get a little something for the kids. And then I'd say we'll eat supper and
Come back. More of the same.
Are they? Well, me and you, I don't know, maybe I'm speaking for myself. It feels like we are on another planet when we come out of our little farm.
Boy, I reckon.
Jeez. There's a couple of things. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. The first thing is I noticed that a certain generation doesn't know how to talk. Like whether they're either a worker or just in general, they don't know how to like say excuse me or thank you or even speak. I don't know. And then when everybody speaks, it's not even English.
Yeah. Or they just go through the...
Whoa, whoa. Kirby, you're good.
Or they just walk through the store listening to their earbuds.
Talking.
Talking to themselves or dancing, I don't know.
Are they, oh, case in point.
Yeah.
Like,
It's very overcast, and he's still got his,
well, he about got his family ran over.
Maybe he's blind. Maybe he doesn't have glasses.
Maybe
Like
so.
a blind person.
He's walking pretty good. Anyways, we just came out of Nike and Brant's found some shoes. I found some shoes. I got the boys some ball shorts and sister a sweatshirt. And now we're like, time to go back home, but we're doing something else. Are you wanting to go into Lids? What are we doing? Okay. You're so handsome.
Reckon we got anything?
Oh my. Finn would love that. We're headed back to where we got married.
Killer speed bump.
So this hotel used to be not Ramsey. I can't remember what it was.
Holiday Inn, wasn't it?
Holiday Inn. And we didn't have nothing to do with hotel. It's just that we can find our little chapel spot when we find the hotel. And the chapel's gone.
Magnolia tree.
I guess we have to take a picture here now, don't we? Whoa. So they took our chapel down so they could have a couple of grills. Actually, I don't know what that is. That's what it looks like. Oh well. Put it on the farm.
Yeah.
Would that not be so cool? I don't know if we'd ever find it now though. It's filming. Huh? Yours looks good too.
The world, yeah.
Good. It was almost 70 degrees yesterday. Now it's pouring the snow. What do you think? What do you think, Daddy?
Colder than well deer time.
It's cold. We're definitely not the best vloggers, are we? I'm not. We just got done eating at Longhorns and it was really good, but we always order too much food. We could probably get away with the bread they bring us and an appetizer, sorry about that, and be good. But we also order a full entree.
We used to order desserts too.
Yeah. I don't know how we used to do that. But we're headed back to our little house that we're staying at, and the snow is just a pouring down. Well, I mean, it's doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Of course, I don't think it's gonna lay or anything, but
thankfully.
yeah.
I'm gonna make it home. It's good. Yeah.
Not only are we not very good bloggers, whatever you want to call it. Oh my goodness. We're also not very exciting in our old age.
Time to go back and take another nap.
Yeah. But this trip has been nice because we've not felt like doing anything. Or maybe we already talked about this. We did.
Last time we come to this trip, I'm gonna say last year because we're a little late on this trip. Our 14th anniversary. We came, we had
Yeah, it's okay.
we had Dollywood season tickets, so we went and did that.
Yep.
And got a lease on the Tennessee Tornado, and she about passed plumb out.
I am too old for that.
I thought she was just kidding, but I don't think she was kidding.
No, it did something funny to me. I've got weird eye stuff and head stuff, and my equilibrium was still on the Tennessee Tornado when we got off.
She had to stop. I don't know if any of you have been to it. Pretty good little joint to go to, but at the top, it's a roller coaster. And of course, when you get done, you gotta walk down some steps and blah, blah, blah. She had to stop at the top of the steps and just,
Gather myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that. That was on our anniversary trip. It was really cold. Yeah.
We went there 2 weekends in a row, I think, because
We went for Boone. Is that what you're talking about?
Finn's birthday.
Finn.
We went for our anniversary trip, and then we come back like a week later for Finn's.
Oh, I thought we went to the zoo for hers.
Maybe it was Boone's.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
guess it was Boone's.
It all runs together.
She sure did. She about went down.
Yeah, I can't ride roller coasters anymore. And there's one that is meant for the children. That swoopy boat thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And it just goes, it's like a pendulum, you know, it just goes like this, and then you pause kind of like this for a second, and then you swing back down, and then you pause, and I don't like it.
You and Boone both had to go.
Yeah, we did. We just put our heads down because it was messing with us. We're a little bit wussy, turns out.
Zeke will ride anything.
Yeah. And
He rode stuff that I've not rode.
yeah. He's a little bit wild, a little bit adventurous. Finn, we put her on, what was that one?
Butterflies or frogs.
No, that one where she like cried a little.
Oh, yeah. The Big
Bear Mountain.
She was a big, tough girl. As soon as they put the little things down over your shoulders, Daddy, I can't do this. Daddy, I can't do this. Daddy, it's too late now, Finn. And this was the first time I had rode it too. And she screamed before it even took off. scared plumb to death.
Yeah.
And I just put her head down like my armpit area and just cover her head. I just looked down, trying to console her. She had just screamed for a good 30 seconds straight. No pause.
No pause. She didn't run out of breath. Oh, that's a good one. Needless to say, Finn is not a roller coaster girl either.
You can't get her nowhere near one now.
She likes the swings.
She likes there's like a little miniature, like I can barely get in it, roller coaster. Whistle punch chaser
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. That's more her speed.
And the only thing you get to do is just jar your brains out. Yeah. And she likes it.
We had season tickets to Dollywood once upon a time. I don't know what, that wasn't that year, was it? I think we just, well, it might have been. Yeah, we wouldn't have just bought the tickets.
It's a good little place to go if you
can afford it.
Yeah. Season passes is quite expensive. And when you get in the gate, you can't run out and grab your cheeseburger from McDonald's. You gotta look home.
Yeah. You gotta eat there, and it's outrageous. I mean, it's ridiculous. Of course, that's the way theme parks are. And I don't know, I feel like when we get there, the kids have a good time, but they're just as content just like playing at home with their cousins, honestly. But that's kind of how we are. We think we want to go and do something, then we get out and we're like, you ready to go home? And the kids are that way too.
And it's, if you don't go the right time, I mean, it's standing room only.
And we don't like to wait in line.
Like 45 minutes. We went one with their cousins, and we sat in the Dragonfly or something like that.
Yeah.
And I ain't kidding you, I think we sat in line for over an hour. You do that 2 times.
It's time to go home.
Yeah. It's time to go home.
Yeah.
Even if it ain't, you're ready to anyways by the time you sat for 2 hours and a couple rides. But if you can do it on the right days, because she homeschools kids, if I can find a day to take off work, it makes it a little better.
Yeah. They say there's certain days that are better for the crowd, but I swear every time we go, it seems like it doesn't matter what day it is. But
They might know the big Steiner family YouTube's gonna be there.
I mean, everybody was trying to get our autograph.
Maybe there's a bill collector or something.
Probably. We're pulling back. The snow has stopped. We're pulling back into our little tiny home.
9 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
We usually try to get this in here because, well, for the past 4 or 5 years, Elise ain't had a bathtub. And this one's got a big old bathtub in it.
Yeah.
And that's where she'd stay 90% of the time. But now she's got a bathtub, and
Yeah, and I kind of was thinking, yesterday was so pretty, I was thinking I wish I would have got one with a porch. But now it's so cold, it wouldn't be any count. But they are so cute. I love the way they're built, the way they're decorated. Very cool. A little bit of snow on the ground as we head out.
you feel it?
Yeah. We got the same clothes on as yesterday. We didn't pack enough.
You ain't got much to pack in. You don't pack too much.
What are you getting from the famous flapjacks?
Walker's Cabin Skillet.
Reed's is getting Walker's cabin skillet. And I'm gonna get the Spanish skillet minus the eggs. And a big old thing of biscuits.